You guys liked last week's recruitment isn't a shopping list newsletter, didn't you? Yeah, exactly. It winds me up when I see it. So my quote of the day: if you've got a job on your books, then why aren't you filling that job? Because you don't have the relationship with the candidates that we do. There you go. I said it out loud. That was the reaction I got to last week's newsletter, which was about recruitment not being a shopping list. And it seems like from your reaction, you guys don't like the shopping list ethos either. It just shows that if you're just a mass market recruiter and you're not giving the service to your candidates, they don't want to be with you. They don't register with you. So I saw recently, both Katie and I saw an agency post a big long list of all the vacancies they're working on. Now, if you are one of the companies that has that vacancy, come to us. Why? Because we've got the candidates for you and we can give them to you for free. If they get the role, we'll charge you. If they don't get the role, we won't. We'll only charge you if we place that person. We can fill those vacancies. So if you're with that agency and you want great Treasury candidates, we've got them. How many have we got? It's a bit different for us. We do our salary survey. We have now just approaching 1,500 Treasury professionals who take part in our salary survey across the UK, the US and Europe. And our total candidate base. And actually, we've got 17,000 Treasury professionals registered on across, again, the same region. And of those, how many are looking for a new role or open to new roles? That's a difference. So how many are actively looking or open to new roles? 70%. But actually, it's higher than that because I've just changed on our salary survey the questioning. And I said, instead of, are you considering new opportunities? I've said, would you be open to hearing about roles that align with your experience and salary level? Why have I said that? Because when I'm at conferences, and I was this week in Texas, just did 2 amazing events. Thank you to Texas and TEXPO. Come back to that. I asked the audience, I said, how many of you guys are actively looking for a role? I don't expect you to put your hands up, but I said, if I came to you with a role that matches your experience, aligns with you and your experience and your salary level, would you be interested? And minor show of hands, I said, I know you're not looking. 90% of hands went up. And in actual fact, that single change to our salary survey has changed it as well. I would say 90 to 95% of Treasury professionals are open to a role. They're not applying for roles on LinkedIn, but they will apply to a role through us and they will consider it. So if the right role and you want to recruit, then talk to us. Come out. That's why LinkedIn's got its place. But the fact is, we know the people who aren't looking as well. Quick recap as well. Texas. Thank you, guys. TEXPO, amazing. We did our Houston event, Treasury Career Corner Live, 60 plus in the room. Thanks to Fred, Brooke and Jordan, my amazing panel. You were blooming brilliant. That'll come on the podcast. Remember, go to the podcast, you get CTP credits for listening, and you can do CPD at the same time. Amazing. Just by listening to a podcast, quick quiz, you're done. And everyone loved that in the room. When I told them in TEXPO, listen to your podcast. Yeah, treasurycareercorner.com. Go there every week. 375 plus episodes. It was amazing. TEXPO, great conference. And unlike some other conferences where they lie about their attendance, they lie. Yes, I'm not going to name and shame them, but they lie. They say they get 1,000 people attend. They say 500 on one day, 500 the next day. That's 1,000 people attending. That is not. That is 500 people attending for 2 days. TEXPO didn't lie. TEXPO tells the truth. They actually had over 1,000 across the 2-3 days of the event. It was blooming brilliant. Thank you, guys. Looking forward to next year in Fort Worth, if you had me back. Yeah, I think you will. Let's hope. And my session there, I had Martin Van Steenpol, or Martin, Denicia, and Stuart and Jeremy Reedus. Great panel. We talked Treasury leadership, AI. That's coming live. We'll have some nice videos from that as well. And next week's newsletter is going to be a really good one as well. So sign up. You get the latest one, do the little video on a Friday as well. Thanks very much. Cheers.